Control Command J to duplicate it and bring it here. Let's zoom in. I'm just gonna put it perfectly. Let's see. Perfectly here. Awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Now let's go inside. Let's rename it first to right. Not R, and it's not copy. We don't copy in Photoshop, right? Okay. Now this part, it just goes away. Mask in the circle. And I'm just gonna make it smaller. I'm gonna paint over this. Bring back the highlight. Right, let's make this brighter and let's make this darker, or let's see what we can do with this one. If we go inside, if I click, and this one, it's the one, right? I'm just gonna maybe just duplicate it first. Control Command J, not bad. Maybe one more time. Control Command J. Alright, let's go. These three are together. Let's Control Command E, make it as a one. Now pick up your blur and let's blur this a bit. Shouldn't be that sharp. Right? It's gonna be, should be like this. Let's go do the same thing with this one. Click. This one, right? Let's pick up the blur and blur it out. That's the reality. Let's go back. I think it's fine. And let's also do it here too. Let's click here. I think it's this one, right? And blur it. Very cool. Now we have the eyes. Let's go up. This left and right. Alright, now it's time for the eyes. Let's zoom in a bit. Alright, now create a new layer. Press Ctrl Shift Alt E, and let's, for now, we don't see these eyes much, right? Let's go to adjustment layer, click on here, and bring it up the medium until you see the eyes properly. Now I can see the eyes properly. Press Ctrl Command I, inverse the selection, and right now just see, I'm just gonna press B on my keyboard, right, and make sure it's white, foreground, and just paint over. Make sure you don't go outside. And we don't care about right eye right now, just the left part, because you see the texture is off right now. It's pixelated, so it means it's not usable. So what should we do? Let's go back to this layer 6 and pick up your smudge tool and slowly go over these areas. We still have the color, right? But it's not pixelated anymore. I slowly go on left and right until I get a very, very perfect color. Alright. This is cool right now. So what should we do right now? The best way to do this process is, let's go up and create a new layer and pick up your elliptical marquee tool, hold down Alt and Shift, and from the center just click and drag. I'm just gonna put this in the center. Right? Now go and select and invert the selection. Let's switch this one. I'm just gonna press I on my keyboard and pick up a bright color like this one. And come back, click on this one. Let's go up to the same harmony of that color. Just gonna pick up this color. Maybe to the left. Right, okay. Now, press B on your keyboard and make your brush size exactly 1 pixel. Hardness 0. Let me explain one thing. The direction of the light, if it's coming from this side, it's coming from this direction. This is kind of the photography basic. Now, I'm just going to create these kind of lines, like a clockwise lines, because the light, it should go straight. right? Just keep doing what I'm doing. Don't worry, we don't make a mess. We create something very, very crazy and extraordinary. Okay, cool. Make sure you keep the circle very nice. It's also a circle, right? Right, so far so good. Now, let's go to filter, blur, and blur. Make it a bit more, maybe this. There we go. This is good, right? Click OK. Let's do it another time. Add another layer, one more time, and here. Right, now let's add some dark side to it. Press I on your keyboard and pick up a dark color. Press B again and let's go between them. Like here. We also have dark and this kind of dark. Like at the bottom it's wider. Right? Cool. Again, press I and pick another color the same. Press B and just extend this one and this one. Same playing around with until I get something different. Now I'm just gonna do filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. This more. Cool. Press D on your keyboard and cool, but let's do it another time. So we do this process 2 or 3 times until we get what we want. And again, press I on your keyboard, click this you want to see something like this. Now, it's time to create this edge. I mean, at the corner, we have some darkness. Add in a layer, elliptical marquee tool, hold down Alt Shift. I'm just going to go this far. Maybe create another one, a bigger one. Right, this is cool. Nice. And let's press B on your keyboard. Make the brush a bit bigger, bring down the flow to 5%, 3%, and look what we are doing. Keeping the shade nice and perfect, and this part Now let's go to the circle. We added another layer, B, and make the flow a bit sharper. Right click, the hardness is 0, fine. Let's Control plus, zoom in, and slowly, gradually go over these areas. Look. Very nice. And this is the switch. Press X on your keyboard, switch black and white. I'm just gonna make this small, and I'm just gonna go over the highlights. Look, this is perfect. Now let's add a layer mask. Press B on your keyboard, make it a bit bigger. X to the black, and it's too much, right? Flow, it should be 1%. And I'm just gonna go over it until it's not that sharp. Okay, cool. Look, we have created perfectly amazing eye, but these areas still are too much. I can just click this area is too much. So it means we have to get it. Press X, press P on your keyboard, and the flow 1% is fine. It's going to go gradually. It's going to go hard. It shouldn't be here. And actually, we don't see this because the shadows from here is too dark. This is the reality of this eye. Let's go back a bit. Very nice. Cool, right? I'll take you off. And let's let the layer mask we added too much. Let's go back this. Now I think it's perfect. Right, now we created one eye. Let's do that and add it to another one. So it means I'm just gonna click here, hold down Shift, click here, just Control Command G to group them. It's gonna be left eye. Awesome. Shows you it. Add a new layer. Let's see. This one is too short, I think. Maybe bring down the let's add a new layer. I'm just going to clean this mess. Go to Editing Brush, mode on Brighten, Alt, and just copy here. Copy from the bright side. How easy and cool is that, right? We can clean and fix everything in Photoshop, and we can create something crazy. I think I'm really enjoying this, you know. Let's see when you see the color adding. Let's go to the other one. Just copy very fast, very quickly. I'm also enjoying. Just put on some music, guys. Enjoy this. Lighting is only lighting the dark side. That's the point. That's why you put it on lighten. Because we have some dark side and we wanna just lighten that parts, not the bright side, right? Cool. Now the next thing to do is add a new layer. Press B on your keyboard for brush, switch to white, and just paint. Not to worry. Let's very small. This part. Look how accurate we can go. Alright, now let's put it on soft light. Cool. That's it. Soft light these parts, maybe we can mask it. Press B on your keyboard and this part a bit too much. Cool. Look, I really like it. Let's go to the side. Alright, now let's add a new layer. B on your keyboard and start painting. Now put it on soft light. Again, we can mask this part. Again, if I click on mask, it will be awesome. Press E on your keyboard, X to switch this, and this part. I mean, this part is a bit messy, so it means we shouldn't do too much. Alright, cool. Now, if it's too much, I'm just gonna select both of them and bring down the opacity until I get a perfect match. It's perfect. I'm just gonna zoom in on this one. Look. Right. Press B. I should go in with a very, very small brush. Again, Ctrl Z. Very small. That's it. Let's go back. Nice. I think the curve, it's not perfect. Everything is okay. Now let's color the eyes. These two, I'm just gonna add both of them, put them on a group, and I'm just gonna color the eyes. Let's go to adjustment layer and add a hue. Bring it up. Bring it down. Just looking for a very nice yellowish color. I mean bluish. Yeah, blue. Blue is much better. Now, Control Command I, inverse the selection, press B on your keyboard, let's zoom in and just paint over with white. Zoom back a bit and click on the hue. Now bring down the saturation. I think this is perfect. Awesome. So we have done the eyes. Right. Right now, click on brush setting. For brush setting, I'm using a temperature tablet. Just make sure the shape dynamic is checked on, control is on pen pressure. Make sure the transfer is on pen pressure too, and the build up it should be checked on. Right. And you can just right click on your keyboard and put the brush size on 5, and you see I'm picking this one. Right now, just look if this is totally black. I'm just gonna click and drag like this. See? So the edge is and it is a bit carried. little icon here. Import brushes. I have some brushes for you guys. I'm just going to click on define last here. Now let's drag it down. Go to the last one, which is eyelashes. So first, you see, you can click and you see this is all the details. You can click one by one. We can add one by one. If you're using mouse, just you can add one by more. Come down, and this is small little details. You use all of this here. Use this quantity here. Right click, orbit. This method as well, maybe it's very nice, but I prefer to use the hand-drawn eyelashes. I think it's more natural. Right, now let's select these two, press Command G to put them. We call this eyelashes. Right now, we easily fix the eyelashes. Alright, now is the time to fix the hair. See? The hair is messy, it's not straight, I mean it's going all over the place. How to fix that? Let's create a new layer and press P for pen tool. Let's go inside and let's start. Exactly like the Alt, click and drag, hold Alt and click here. We're just following the feather. Select the feather and get rid of all this stuff. It's very difficult to do this thing. It's easy. Alt click, drag, Alt click, close around. Holding on Alt and click here, that's all. This edge, I'm just going like this. Click and drag, hold on Alt and click. Control Z, let's click here and drag. Click, drag, click, drag, drag. That's all. Right click and make a selection. Press OK. Now press S on your keyboard to pick up the clone stamp tool, and you're just gonna copy the same area. Like hold on Alt, click here, and let's copy that area to here. Take the exact same color texture. You can do this with brush, but here is much cleaner and more professional way of doing stuff. Control D, Command D. Now, sorry, it's fixed. Press P again. Let's go inside. Let's create some stuff. Click and drag. Here. Now, click and drag big time. Hold on Alt, click here, click here. It's okay. We are going to fix and draw some hair there too. Right click and make a selection. Click OK. S for clone stamp tool. Alt click and drag. I'm just gonna paint the same area. Hold on Alt, click here and paint. There's a trick, you can do the Control Edge to just disappear the selection, Control Edge. But sometimes you forgot to bring it back, so we're just gonna keep it this way. but there's an option, because sometimes seeing this line or selection is very distracting. So that's why I just sometimes I use let's concentrate and less talk. That's why I have to listen to the music right now. Control Command D to deselect and Z. Let's go back and we are here. After we just draw some hair, we can go back and clear all this messy hair. But right now I'm very excited to just draw some hair. What we do? Right, let's create a new layer. Press B on your keyboard. Let's go to Window and Brush Preset. Here, if you're using pen tablet pressure, shape dynamic, it should be checked. This brush tip shape, make sure the spacing is on 1. Shape dynamic should be on pen pressure, and scattering should be off. You don't need that. Transfer pen pressure and build up. This is all we have. So make sure this one spacing is on 1. That's important. Right now, if we go to our brushes and pick up this one, let's go back and hold on Alt and click. You can draw some line, right? Some line, but it takes ages if you go one by one. So what we do, we create a preset. Let's create Control Command N on your keyboard. Make sure the width is 2 by 2 inches and the resolution 300. And we can come here and just make sure this is black, rectangle, elliptical marquee tool, hold on Alt and let's create a new layer. Alt delete, Control J, V, Alt come down, make this Control T, make it smaller, maybe here. Then Control J, Command J, Alt come down, make it smaller. We have just 3 sizes, right? And we can put hold on Alt, click, hold on Alt and click, hold on Alt, and put this all over the place. And the spacing it should be equal. This is in the center. But you don't need to do that because I've created something exactly like this for you guys. If you go to your files, and here we go, hair brush preset. Just click, and this is the preset that I've created for the hair, right? Then you have to just come here to edit and define brush preset. I'm just gonna call it hair 01 Udemy. Cool. I'm just gonna press OK. Now my default is exactly like this. Look, same thing. I'm just gonna go back to my file and make this small. Look, I'm just gonna hold on Alt, pick up the same sample and draw. That's all I'm doing. But before that, I'm just gonna move this around. Press R on keyboard. This is gonna appear. Then I'm just gonna drag it to left or right, to the right angle with my hands. So press B on your keyboard, make the brush a little size again, and just gonna draw. Make the brush larger, but if I go closer, you see, it's kind of scattering. So I'm just gonna go back to my brush presets, make sure the spacing is on 1. So I'm just gonna delete all of this, create a new layer, and make sure this is small. Zoom back a bit. Cool. And let's keep drawing. Smaller. Highlight. Let's go back. Is the one. Yes, the lines are very straight and restricted. So let's put this one. Now it's okay. Because the pen pressure is not, because I want to control it with my pressure. Hard. I'm just going to do right now. Okay, that's good. So I can build up. And here, let's go. I'm just going to put some highlight here. So after some white, just do some highlight with a small brush. Highlight. see what we have done so far. Press R on your keyboard to set the view. Press Z, let's go back, and here we go. Before, after. Cool. It is cool. But we need some highlight here. So press R on keyboard. Come here, press B, white highlight. Okay, smaller, larger. Be happy. Cool. Here you go. Add some highlight, then go with white on top of it to make it more realistic. No, it's kind of realistic right now, I guess so. And we are doing a very, very good job. We are adding some hair, guys. Guys, be happy. Trust me, this is so cool. Finally, there is a course that you can get everything on a table. All course in skin retouching is just some funny skin retouching, you know. But this is a very, very proper way of doing skin retouching, hair retouching, creating eyes. We have done so many things so far. Sure, very cool. Good to see. I'm gonna add too much. Let's put some highlight. Now we can go white. Make it more let's go to the other part. This part is cool too. This part rotate B and let's go for sure adding highlight and the dark side all the time. This is a very simple way of doing this. There's a lot of ways. This is easy one, so everyone can follow this tutorial. So any beginners or any kid, trust me, very simple. Just need to present. Adding some highlights, some very cool stuff. I'm keeping the hair, and here we go. Here we go. So there, if I go on top of it. Here we go. I'll build up from this part. because we are getting out of this much light. Is that you just keep trying, just keep pushing your pressure is going down. I mean, you can always use your mouse too, so it's not difficult to do. Always remember to add highlight and pick up color from different sides, because we're just gonna crop this image. You don't need to press R and use the view. Need to go a lot of the time. We can come inside too. If we brush this off, it is good. Maybe this one can highlight. Coming through this. Alright, now let's click on mask. Just B on your keyboard again and X to black, and let's bring that out. This is very, very interesting, very cool. And again, this is should be this way. Switching B X. Now finally done with the hair, and it is beautiful. Look at it, guys. Look at it. Awesome. It's perfect. You don't believe me? Just take a look. What was it before and what is now? Now we create an angel. you see the process. It looks not good because we love for you to be really this. It's such a perfect feature. Simple feature. It was a huge difference when we start little, when we start with small little things. We just started. Understand everything perfectly. I don't know who was the creator of Photoshop creating this beautiful software. I mean, how is that possible? You guys are so smart. I know it was a process. It wasn't like this first, but you know, they built it up. Every time a new version. New updates, creative features for you here because using some texture. You can go to this one. It's going to tell him pick up the right side. Yes. Now we tell him what to do is much better. And going to the texture, this lightning brush is not a good option, guys. Always change it. other side. Very slowly. Just follow the curve. Not too much. We see some area like the yellow arrows. It's fine. So very gradually. Let's create another layer on top of it. Now let's add Alright, now it's time for colorizing. So let's start with the hair. For that, just click at the top button, clean up the adjustment layer, and click on New and Saturation. Okay. Now drag the saturation to the right for now. Then drag this around until we get something blush. But it's not gonna affect the white color. Now check on the colorize. Now everything has a color. So bring up the saturation and bring it right or left until you get something that you like. Something is 100%. Alt right click with the mouse and let's start painting. Just go and paint over everything. very slowly, very gently. Because we want to crop it until here, I don't need to paint after this. I'm just gonna get close to this, that's all. That's all I need. And here I'm just gonna press mix and we don't need to paint the rest because we want to crop it. Let's go right side. Just be on your keyboard and start I'm just gonna come back and fix small little details. If you're outside, you're fine. Just fix it later. Use your pen tool to fix something. Go over things many times until you see it's perfect. Do this faster. Process. messy or have a problem.